Hey friends, David here, and this is David in God's Country. It's been a while, but it is good to be back. I've had some personal stuff I've had to go through that I am very blessed to say is behind me, and some new things happened in my life. Probably noticed there's a new crucifix on the wall. Probably noticed the newest addition to the family, Tank. He might pop his head up in a bit, but I wanted to share a story with you. About a month ago, as you know, I am a pharmacy tech, and every now and then we do mail prescriptions at patient request because northern Arizona, there's a lot of rural areas. People have to make long drives to get to the pharmacy to get their meds, so in some instances we mail the prescriptions. About a month ago, patient was trying to pay for their prescription. We were going to mail it to them. They have a credit card on file. Credit card wasn't working, and this went on for a period of several days. Credit card still wasn't working, and finally I took a look at the prescription. It was an important medication for the patient. Copay was 50 cents. I went ahead, paid for their prescription. We mailed it out to them. I wanted to just leave it at that, because I feel like any charitable act I do, that's between me and the Lord, and nobody else has to be the wiser. The pharmacist I was working with that day, he was so impressed with my generosity. Keep in mind, the prescription was only 50 cents, so it was no big deal, but he went ahead and let the patient know what I had done, which that was fine too, but it was an act of charity on my part. I was helping the person out because I found out we live in the same town. It's a small town, and people in small towns, we tend to help each other out. No thanks was needed. Anyways, fast forward to this past Friday, I come to work and I see this waiting for me. A jar of honey, which I love honey, by the way. A piece of paper with a post-it with my name on it, and 50 cents. You know where this is going. The piece of paper is a letter that reads, "Hi David, you probably don't remember, but you helped us with one of our prescriptions a few weeks ago by loaning us 50 cents. It wasn't a loan, since our Easy Pay wasn't working right. The prescription was mailed to us, and we sincerely appreciated all the help. We have a few beehives and thought you might enjoy some of this year's honey. Thank you again for your help. Sincerely, Mike and Lita, your neighbors on Hochter Road." I was and I still am very touched by the gesture, and it was an act of charity. I did not expect to be paid back, but I thought this would be a good lesson for us all, why you should help out your neighbors and people. Well, as you know, New Testament, Jesus was asked what is the most important rule to live by. His answer was to love each other. Which, that's how I try to live my life. As a pharmacy tech, I was taught to treat every patient as if they are your grandmother. And my grandmother was the most important person in my life. And even today, years later, she is still a very important person in my life. And another lesson from the Bible, a passage that Mother Teresa was quite fond of, Saint Teresa of Calcutta. Matthew 25, verse 37 through 40. Then the righteous will answer him and say, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you drink? When did we see you a stranger and welcome you, or naked and clothe you? When did we see you ill or in prison and visit you? And the king will say to them in reply, Amen, I say to you, whatever you did for one of these least brothers of mine, you did for me. Charity is a good thing. If you help someone out, you're also helping out Jesus. And he will remember that. And even though it was just 50 cents, another lesson from the Lord is he gives in abundance. Like my 50-cent donation got me a pound of honey and my 50 cents back. And it's not always going to be money. If you give someone gas money, it's not going to come back as cash necessarily. It's going to come back in whatever form the Lord thinks is best. So you should help each other, because you're actually going to be helping out Jesus. Anyway, that's my time. You will be seeing more videos from me very soon. Sorry about the long gap between videos, but I've got things in order now, and I look forward to more videos. Hopefully you do too. Feel free to like and comment below. If you like my videos and want to see more, feel free to subscribe. Hey, I'm up to 5 subscribers now. I'm moving on up in the world. Anyways, have a good night. God bless. Pray your rosary and help your neighbors. They'll appreciate it. And so will the Lord. Here's a signing off. Good night.